Liara, and today you join me back over here on Truly Bedrock, where we finally have redstone! It's not much, but it and the quartz were things that we were sorely lacking in, so I went ahead and gathered up between episodes here so that we actually have supplies for the trains. Last time we finished putting together our Curiosities shop. This place is now called Curiosity, and it is a San Francisco style row home that is filled with miscellaneous. I've got apples and cocoa beans and beeswax and armor trims and dripstone and gravel, coral and leaf litter and various ores and pots and these weird flowers that open up at night. I'm still fascinated by these. These have got to be like redstone usable somehow, right? I mean, it's just a daylight sensor really, but what? And this shop has actually already been effective in its mission of getting me some gold. People have been buying emeralds already. I don't think there's been many other sales, but that's okay. I can fairly literally not keep things in stock well enough over here at the kelp shop. It has been one thing after another, just making sure that I've got charcoal chopped, making sure that the kelp, yep, see there's more. Making sure that the kelp is all good, making sure there's still fuel back here for the kelp. And of course, in between juggling all this, I've been dealing with llamas running away from me. We're on a quest to get 17 of the 15 slot llamas. That is the maximum capacity that a llama can have. And we want 16 regular ones and 1 trader one so that we all have separate color coding for all of them. And I'll be able to tell exactly which one's which at a glance, which is going to help combat the fact that I'm not going to have a base anytime soon, and instead I'm currently living out of a hotel room. So we need to turn this quartz and this redstone and whatever sticks I can find in whatever one of these. This is a mess. I really need to go ahead and start organizing these shulkers. We need to get this all converted into a whole bunch of redstone supplies. Stone, we're gonna need that too. All right, that's most of a stack of redstone torches, which means we can make a few comparators and repeaters here. And that's not gonna exactly put a dent in the overall, but it definitely, oh wait, why are some, okay, some of those are waxed and some are not, interesting. Well, let's wax you so that you'll stack, and that's a little bit less space taken up. And I'm sure I've got more sticks in here somewhere. Okay, so I believe I have all the supplies that I need together to go get that first train station built. However, I did real quick want to address some pricing discrepancies that a few of you pointed out here at the shop. And by discrepancies, I mean things that I am severely underpricing. Mind you, these specific armor trims, that's fine. Those are cheap enough. Those are easy to find. Those I just got out in the wild. So those are absolutely just going to stay 1 gold block a piece. But I now also am going to have a 3 and a 9 gold block barrel. And we're going to organize these into common, rare, and legendary. Legendary is going to be like silence if we manage to get a hold of it. It'll be a netherite one, maybe. I might even charge more than that for netherite ones. We'll see. I don't know if I'm going to even be able to get a hold of a netherite one right now. Like, obviously I know where I could get one, but I don't know if I have enough diamonds that I want to bother investing into that right now. There's also a couple of barrels that just plain didn't get labeled properly. And I also decided that until somebody opens up an actual food shop, I want to sell some food out of here. So I think we're going to turn the beeswax sign sideways. We're gonna get some more signs out of the basement because I realized I didn't bring more signs. I believe I have, oh, somebody's bought some wax already. Yes, I have the honeycombs price at 1 gold ingot. So let's just go ahead and separate the food into 1 gold ingot piles for simplicity's sake. Don't like that that's in front of the carpet. So I guess we'll just have one that's food. Like apples, yes, are food, but the apples are implicitly here for villager purposes. You know what? We're just gonna put barrels on the counter. That blocks my pretty pattern. Arg. It's fine. We'll just do it that way. Some part of me does feel like I'm massively undercharging for the golden carrots, but like them and the pie, I'm just kind of getting from the villagers to get experience. And I also don't want that to be like the main point of this shop. I am just kind of making a profit while there's a profit there to be made. And once somebody has like a proper beef shop opened up or something like that, I am sure that this is just going to dry up and I'm not going to worry about stocking any of the food except the apples at that point. The other complaint that I have to agree with about this shop is that there's no visible lighting. Like, yes, the whole place is spawn proof, but it's because I've got lights hidden under all the carpets and behind some of the walls and stuff like that. The whole floor and the whole ceiling are all blocks that on bedrock allow light through them, slabs and stairs. So yeah, there's lights hidden everywhere, but there's not a single visible light, which is a little silly. So I'm either going to go ahead and get a hold of some end rods and set up a few lamps around the place using just like end rods with quartz pillars on top, which is kind of my classic go-to lamp. Or I might hurry it up with the blaze farm. Yeah, I know you thought I forgot about the blaze farm. I may do that so that I can put some copper bulbs in the ceiling. But the problem is most of these rooms are not laid out in a way that is symmetrical, we'll go with. There's very few of these rooms where there is a place that, like, you could send her some here in the kitchen, but no, even here you can't. This is and a half blocks wide, you know? So I think I'm either going to be better off with just the lamps or just hand waving that entirely. Because I don't want to just hang lanterns from the ceiling or something like that. It feels silly. Now I'm going to cram the rest of these barrels away in the employees only closet. And stop rambling about my shops and hurry it up with the first train station. I just found another one of my llamas all the way over here. This one had clearly wandered over as a baby because it didn't even have a chest on it yet. But it is one of my 15 slot llamas, so we're going to slog it on over the hill real quick. Then we're going to do the train station. I will spare you the inevitable 19 other distractions that are going to happen along the way because, well, I'm recording this right before we start a meeting. Alright, so we are back over here at JC's base, where it looks like Plod and Geel have both been super busy right next door. I'm not going to look too closely because I don't know what's spoilers and what's not at the moment. So we're just going to float on over here and get our equipment set up. Anybody who's not seen Structura yet, this is Structura. It is tied to this armor stand here, and basically I can do holograms of each individual layer of the build. You can see that now suddenly those repeaters have appeared, and it's something I can follow along with. Or if I press the button enough times, the whole thing is here, so we can see what the whole thing is going to look like. Now I do need some string in the tripwire too. Okay, that's one item I've forgotten. So I will fly back for some string. What else do I need? Got the dispensers already. I'm going to be very careful about what's real and what's a hologram here in terms of walking through and off of things. And I need some glowstone or some other solid block, which I just realized that for some reason tough isn't showing up on this hologram at all. Yeah, there should be tough stairs over this, huh? Interesting. Did I just not put the stairs on that? No, I must have. Interesting. At any rate, these don't have to be glowstone, but I think that's the only light blocks that I currently have. So we'll wander back and get those unless JC happens to already have the sea lanterns for sale that she mentioned she might have soon.
Oh, ow. That hurt. Liara!
JC!
Lib.
Oh my goodness.
Crash landed.
Oh goodness. Be careful. Be careful.
Hi.
Jeez. Hi.
I
Hello.
have your delivery.
Thank you. Yeah, I heard you had sea lanterns. I am very grateful for that. Excellent.
I do.
Yay.
I have many of those. Shop coming soon.
What do I owe ya?
Yeah, that'll do. A block per stack. Sounds good,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Getting used to these new prices.
Yeah, no, I don't know what to sell things for either. I got scolded for how cheap I was selling armor trim in the comments, so.
Oh, yeah. As well, yeah, well, people are going to start having gold farmers as well, I guess, so.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, yeah, shop will be opening soon. I'll have more stuff for you. Oh, and I know you're friends with Sloy, but I might be selling tridents down in the other market that we don't talk about.
Oh, okay. All right. Bye. I'll have your train station done in like an hour.
Woo! Yay!
All right, we've got the tripwire hooks and the string and the sea lanterns. So that means we are now ready to actually get this sucker built. I'm actually going to put these lights slightly further from each other if this sheep will get out of the way, but otherwise have this be pretty identical to how I designed it. We are just going to fill in this whole layer. And that's mostly so that I don't keep falling through onto, you know, all this uneven terrain underneath here. And that makes us done with that whole layer. So we'll go ahead and go up to the next layer and see what we need to place where. It's comparator time. Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That can be on top of there. And apparently the one other thing that I'm missing is some extra stone because I forgot how many comparators this actually uses. So I don't even have enough to do this entire side. Oh no, comparators all point the same way in this, so I'm gonna have to figure out which direction is which. Does it even matter? I believe it's like this. Well, I suspect no one's going to miss the stone directly underneath the train station, so I'm gonna grab what I need from here. Oh no, that problem also exists with the repeaters, so I don't know if the repeater is supposed to be going into or away from that block. Let's go check. All right, so it looks like those repeaters go into the block, which is what I expected. Whoops, they are to work that torch high as I break it. And these comparators are facing away alongside the block and towards on the way back. And it looks like we don't actually need that piece of glass, so okay, that's why there wasn't one on the other side. Okay, so our repeaters need to go in on both of these, and it looks like I did get the comparators in the right order. And like these blocks can go. Next, I realized maybe I should explain what all these things do as I'm putting them together. And these parts right here, I'm gonna wait for a moment because not every bit of it is exposed yet. But I will explain what I'm putting in here, which is the dispenser that the minecarts actually come out of. And this is the whole silly row of very out of control hoppers for it to span all the way back over here to, and we've got one of these chains on both sides as I struggle to, there we go, get the dispenser to go the correct direction. And I have purposefully set these hoppers up to have as little of a chance of being accidentally powered as possible. And apparently I missed a few blocks over here, so that's good to know. Now, fortunately, these comparators, I'm able to use context clues to figure out which direction they're supposed to be facing. So this one has this torch that we want it to turn off, so therefore it needs to go there. So that means the other one's there. What these comparators, and in fact these comparators as well, are a very simple clock. I do not know how to explain correctly how it works, but basically, since the comparators detect what the power level of the thing next to it is and compare it to the power level of what's coming into it, this slowly ticks down to a lower and lower power level until it completely turns off. And the more comparators you put in, the longer it stays on for. It's not as fine-tunable as like a hopper clock or something like that is, but it's completely quiet is why I like it. And quite frequently a few seconds is fine. Right, I forgot that the two different sides have two different styles to them. depending on which direction the rails are prioritizing. Oh no. Okay, so I need to build the whole rest of it and then figure out that part right down there for both sides, actually, because I don't know which side is going to be affected by it, if either. Basically, Bedrock has some real weird stuff with how it prioritizes what direction the rail is supposed to face. What we want is we want a rail that by default is turning and going into the cactus there, but when activated by this tripwire, it goes straight ahead for a moment instead, so that you actually head down the track instead of getting jettisoned into the cactus. However, because of this prioritization, when you unpower a block, it may decide that it's going in a different direction. So this one right here, we want going there, right? So we have to have it powered, because if I unpower it, it goes over there. This happens no matter which side I put first. So if I connect that first and add that, it does not care. Powering it has it that direction, unpowering it has it that direction, even though that's not the direction that it was made by default. So one side has to have it powered, and the other side, we have the exact opposite problem. If I have this powered by default, then it will go the other direction, which is, effectively the same rate. It's complicated. I don't know why this prioritization exists. It is a bane of my existence. And it means that I have to have two different redstone systems, one that turns it on for a brief second and one that turns it off for a brief second. And I don't have a way to know which one I need on which side, aside from memorizing which directions have this problem or just guessing and checking. I am definitely going to do some research and find out if this is considered a bug or not. And if it is considered a bug, expect the bug report to be down in the description. It has, for some reason, only just clicked in my head that that is a button and not an incredibly tiny sign that's being rendered by the hologram weirdly. And then all these miscellaneous torches down here are just to power the rails that are going to go above them eventually. Now, I am going to wait for last to put the cactus in. I figure there is no sense in me tripping over that constantly while I'm trying to assemble this. And I am also going to wait to do the rail until everything else is actually assembled, so that I can be sure that the rail will actually attach to the right directions for the most part. And we are placing the activator rails first to make sure that we actually place activator rails. All right, time to find out if we've got the trip bar going the correct direction on this one or not. And it's gonna stay. So this one we need to switch to the other style. Oh wait, nope, it flipped back. That one's the correct style, awesome. Is the other one going to cooperate? All right, so we've got our whole path on this side. Did the rail turn back? Nope, it is flipped. So yes, we do need to do the other style on this one, which conveniently is what it actually has hologrammed on this side. So that's at least good to know. Okay, so now it starts out that way, it flips, and we give it a few seconds and it goes back. Excellent. Now for the rest of the stubbornness. Oops. Should have seen that coming. And let's not forget to actually put the cactuses in. And let's go ahead and switch it up to see if there's anything that looks missing. Both sides definitely seem functional. Obviously we need minecarts to actually work with, but yeah, we have a train station. The first train station of the server is built. Now to build someplace to connect it to. Okay, it looks like I've discovered a couple spots that need, wait a second. I was about to say that needs to not be a full block in order. Oh, that's a problem. Okay. So this block here, how is that powering? Is that just powering that directly, right? Can I make these take longer to turn? I sure can. I sure can. We can turn those there instead. I think that's gonna be what's gonna have to happen, because with that pressed up against there, it was powering this hopper, and this hopper was not taking any of the minecarts on down the line. So we definitely need to fix that on this side as well. It'll just make the place a whole lot more cramped, yay. As long as there's still some kind of wiggly path through here that I can actually access, I'm good with that. Is that? Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna put an iron block underneath there. And same on this side, so that we don't forget that that's why that block is there. Means those can go though. Cactus back. And cactus back. By the way, this is a trapdoor underneath that rail so that the minecarts actually go through the block and wind up in the hoppers instead of just, you know, floating there and doing nothing. I've realized, to my horror, exactly how much iron I'm actually going to be going through on this project. Like, I knew it was going to be a whole lot of iron, but I kind of forgot about the minecarts during any of the math. I'm probably best off just being like, hey, Sloy, if I AFK for the iron, can I have it? Alright, so that's the dispenser and 1, 2, 3 hoppers filled up on both sides with minecarts. That should hopefully last forever because theoretically there should be about as many minecarts coming back to a particular place as there are leaving. Wait, no, yes, there are, but it's split between the two sides. Interesting. Okay, well, yeah, I may want to plan to put enough minecarts in here to fill it up the whole way then, because the side that's leaving to shopping is not. Should I have just done the minecarts straight across? Is that what I should have done? Should I return the minecarts to? I think I should, right? Like, return the minecarts so that they're ready to go the opposite direction? Oh, that makes a lot of sense for the ones that are out here. For people's various ones, they're more likely to just come back to here. Although JC's so close, I do expect her to fly more often than actually take the minecart, to be fair. But yeah, I think it actually makes more sense to have these lines go straight across instead of side like they are right now. So that means this one's would just be like that, and that one like that. And let's reload the minecarts. First, now we've got to remake this redstone connection. But that opens up a little bit of space down here and is probably better reallocation of resources. Because yeah, having the minecart be prepared to go back the same direction it came from. So minecarts that come in this way get spat out this side so they're ready to leave again. Alright, so that's another improvement that I'm going to have to make to the actual thing. But that is the full train station assembled as far as the functional parts to it goes. Now I guess we gotta actually, you know, wrap up the aesthetics around the outside, make the whole place look a little bit better. Okay, that is our first train station essentially done. The redstone guts are still uncovered here, as you might be able to tell. So I still need to put one more layer on the outside just to cover all that up. I need to figure out like what the minimum profile is, like what's the littlest that I can have this stuff stick out and have it still be like symmetrical. The other thing I've been trying to do is make the interior as foolproof as possible. The reason why is because I am probably not going to be the one building every single one of these stations. I know, for example, Nearly Adequate has asked me for a schematic of this so that he can build it himself for the area that he and the others are living in. And I sort of imagine the bunch of guys living over there in general are going to feel about the same way about it. So our next mission is to build some place to even connect this to. I am going to try to catch Plod later because his is the next in line from that side. It's going to be somewhere right over there, but he's live streaming at the moment, so I don't want to bother him. So instead, we are indeed going to get this main station done next. Except I still don't really want to figure out how I'm changing the redstone for it. So maybe not. Maybe I build the pathway first and let it be just a loop at this end to start with. Okay, good news is we have a huge stretch of the actual deep slate for this built. The rails aren't on it yet, but it's built. The downside is that I am now very confused about what height I should be building at over here. Originally, I had it so that this went up when it went out of the station, so that it would be elevated above most of the other stuff here. However, it was leaving low headroom over on this side and honestly just kind of dominating the skyline. Like, it was really taking away from the look of everything next to it. So I decided, well, what'll happen if we lower it and just do like an at-grade crossing here so that it's at the same height as it is over on JC's side. And that's provided this problem right here. This very low clearance kit in this business. Now, that's, you know, we've all been to a business that we had to duck underneath the light rail to get to, like, you know, 11'8" bridge type of nonsense. And I believe that's not technically the front door to the shop anyway. I think the front door is over on this side. I hope Pod's okay. I think this is meant to be the front door. So, but still, I'm going to have to see if I can get a hold of Keen and make sure he is okay with the situation. Because he has this darling little shop here. Spyglasses, name tags. Okay. Mermaid seashells. Yeah, no. Lunch and other midday stories. All right. Yeah, he has quite the little shop going on here. And I'm also going to have to talk to him about where I should put a pillar here, that means. Because, yeah, we need to put... Luckily, the waterfall's over here. That doesn't really matter what's along here. But we got one pillar there, and then I kind of... Oops, I'm out of rockets. I'm anticipating no actual pillar on this side, more of just like a support strut. At any rate, I was supposed to meet up with Plod to go ahead and talk to him about where he wants his train station, but it looks like he might need some help too, so I'm gonna go hop in with him.
That's got to be bigger on that side. I'm pretty sure that the wall kind of comes in that way.
Boo. Hello.
Inside out there. Oh!
Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Glad to catch you online.
Yeah, I'm not on as often as I should. I should really be on more. Yeah.
Well, there's just time zones in the way also. I do not wake up before noon my time, you know, or at least I don't get on the server before noon. Well, first of all, I wanted to make sure you were okay because you just died a few minutes ago, but more important, you look fine. Yeah, you look fine. So
yeah, more farm issues. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, more important than that, then, I wanted to ask you if you had any idea where your train station was going to be, because you're next.
Ah, excellent. So the train line itself, is that what that line is over there in the air coming along?
It is, yeah. And if you look just to our right over there, just at the edge of the trees, you can see the bit sticking out that's eventually heading your way. So I just need to know where we're actually bringing it. Yep.
So I'm guessing JC's going to have a station over there somewhere, is that right?
Yep, that's sticking out. JC's station is... We can actually go take a look at it if you want, because her station's the first one done on the server.
Oh, nice. Look at this.
Yeah.
Proper. I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Good job. Nice. Yeah, so I guess it's carrying on along here. How I mean, I know it's minecart, so they can just go round a kind of at a right angle, but do you want it to kind of curve a bit, or
I'm just doing them right angles just for simplicity's sake, so it can turn whenever. It can turn anywhere between here and the coast, if by my understanding from JC. So
cool. I think if it turns before the coast, or actually, yeah, anywhere, basically, as long as it's not coming right up into where this brown wall is, which is roughly at 1000 on the x-axis.
Yeah.
So as long as it's about
You want it
20
this
blocks away from there.
Okay, so you want it
This side, I
this
think,
way,
would be
not
good.
that way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so, yeah, roughly where we are now. And unless TF Brit wants it. Well, I don't mind if it goes the other side, actually. As long as it's one side or the other, but not through the middle.
Okay. All right, that's fair. Yeah, I can check with Britt to see where he would like his station or if he's even having a station. I think they might be doing some kind of shared station for the new crew, actually.
Oh, okay. Because I know he's kind of set up on the coast, kind of in the corner. So
yeah.
he might want it near the coast.
Yeah, exactly. Like, yeah, but also you guys are also all only one rocket from shopping anyway. So I'm expecting these to be more of a sightseeing tour for you guys. But
yeah, it'll be fun. Is it gonna go? Is everyone gonna have one every base?
Not every single base. Like, for example, Geol just is going to be using JC's. And I believe Jen's going to come over to Jade and mine, stuff like that. Like, I think Jade and I are sharing one, but I need to double check with her. And of course, the guys with that lake over there, they're sharing 1 to like 5 of them, but they're cramped in.
Yeah, there's loads over there. But that's going to be so good. We'd just be able to sit on a minecart and tour the whole place. Yeah. It's going to be so good.
That's going to be part of the goal, yeah. Nice. So, do you have a strong preference on whether it's like... I personally think that it probably is better if I stay on that side of it so that you can get like a good skyline going from the coast here.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, instead of having the train tracks like blocking the view in that way.
I mean, I'm going to go for kind of a dockyard type feel. I'm going to have this massive tower, but everything else is going to be kind of dockyardy or coastal anyway. So so having a rail line going through it kind of fits the vibe.
Okay.
And of course I'm facing 2 coasts both ways. So
true, yeah. This is just kind of a bay over here. Yeah. Well, I will mock up an area for it sometime. I'm going to be skedaddling out of town for a week, so this is not getting built this week, but I will mark out the box for it before I leave, so you can okay it by the time I get back. Cool. How's that sound?
That sounds great.
All right.
If you want any brown wool, by the way, I've got tons of it.
Oh. I mean, I could use a piece of carpet. So.
Well, yeah, help yourself. I've made a wool farm, but it only makes brown wool.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why. But
well, saves me a little bit of time.
Brown sheep in it.
Oh. Yeah, you just don't know why you picked brown.
But I figured I don't need all the colours. Well, it's because I was in a savanna biome and all the sheep were brown. So I went with it.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. All right. Well, I look forward to seeing what you're building over here.
It's going to be big. It's going to go really high.
Nice. It's going to be awesome. Good luck with
really
it.
Looking forward to it. Thanks. Oh, if you ever accidentally make white dye when you're playing with bone meal, I need all the white dye.
I will keep that in mind. Okay, thanks. I will definitely keep that in mind. You're welcome. I'll see you around.
Cool. See ya. Bye.
Bye. All right. So still don't know what I'm going to do about the pillar over on that side next to that shop, but we are just about done with this side and in fact with the whole of the deep slate part itself. But I did spot that Moss Logic is on, so once we place the last couple of these, there we go. I am going to figure out whereabouts he's at so I can get some redstone from him. Hello?
Oh, hey, hello?
Hi.
Oh, up there. Oh, hey, P. Hey, Lee, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm not sure I'm supposed to be down here, but I heard you had redstone.
Yeah. Who said you're not supposed to be down here? No matter. This is a black market. Everybody's welcome, I think.
Okay.
Okay. So actually, funny thing, I'm actually working on my Mine and Aliens witch hut farm witch.
Oh, it's
witch
cute.
Hut shop. Something like that. Anyways, yeah. Alien's supposed to help stock this thing. I haven't seen him around much, but okay. Yeah. So it's still a work in progress right now. But I heard you needed some redstone. So.
Oh, that's quite a lot of redstone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes. Witch hut. So, take what you need. Consider it how should we call this? A promotional item?
What are you saying?
Oh well, I'm saying we can make a deal. Will be a promotional deal.
Okay.
I was more. Yeah. We'll eventually have the shop open.
I was confused for a second there. Yeah, I was like, that sounds like I've had a few people donate things to the train system. Don't get me wrong, but this feels like a lot to donate. So I was like, I hope that's not what I'm hearing.
I mean, for the greater good, but if you have a little something.
Well, what were you thinking? What were you hoping?
Oh, you're asking the wrong person for this. It really doesn't have to be much. Again, it's for the greater good. Let's
I got diamonds. I got shulker shells. I can get you food.
Yeah. Here. Psst, psst, psst. You see that over there?
What?
Over there.
What? The shulkers?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah, that's my shop. I don't have to worry about shulker shells.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean, but we usually deal diamonds down here. I know you're used to the gold thing going on up there, but
I am. But the beauty of that means that I got nothing to spend my diamonds on. So if that is what your preferred, thing, then I can throw you a few diamonds for these. What you thinking?
You know what? Since you're doing something for the community, let's go with a diamond a stack.
You sure that's all? Okay.
Yeah. This is a witch farm. You don't have to worry about it. Again, it's promotional. Any more than sure, I'll take it.
Give me at least
a tip.
Just delivery fee,
Yeah, that'll cover the flight costs. Perfect.
Okay.
Well, yeah. I'm hoping this helps you out a lot. I'm looking forward to the train station. I'm okay on rockets and stuff, but I sometimes enjoy like a cozy train ride.
Oh yeah, and you'll be able to do like a complete circuit of the whole island on it by the time I'm done with it too. So.
Oh, that'd be fantastic.
But we have one station working so far, but just nowhere to go with it yet. So hopefully that's going to change before too long.
I got it. Okay. Well, good luck and safe travels. And yeah,
I was never here.
You were never here. Nope. I'm sorry. You were never where?
All right. So at the rate that I've been getting gold in my shops, I will have enough gold for the whole system within a week or so. The iron, I am going to ask Zoe if I can just AFK at the iron farm for her, and if not, we're going to go find an iron vein. And the redstone we now have, thanks to Moss. What I do not have at the moment is time. Unfortunately, I need to get on a plane in about 3 hours. And that means I don't even have time to get like a nice little loop going for these train tracks so that people can ride them around in circles. Like, I wanted to at least have that much done this episode. I'd also hoped that we could name the llamas because we actually have all 17 of them now, and we just need the carpets for them, but that is also going to have to wait. Thank you so much, everybody, for your patience on this episode. Thank you for hanging out with me today. If you had as much fun as I did, make sure you leave a like. If you're new around here and you want to hang out again next time, then hey, please subscribe. Take care, everybody. Toodles!